It is. Dang right this meeting's being recorded. Now, y'all, let's just talk about a lyric. That song starts out like this. Listen to this. Lipstick let across the mirror this morning. Said goodbye, baby. You left without warning. I mean, is there a better lyric in all of music? I'm not just talking country music. Can you imagine waking up and your baby, sweet honey baby, has written in her lipstick, in her trashy red lipstick on the mirror, goodbye, baby. And she left without warning. I mean, can you imagine? God, that's good. I almost could fire that again. Matt, what do you think about that? Can you talk or is the boss in the building? Huh? Lipstick led across the mirror this morning. Whew. Gets me all
It must
excited.
have happened to him.
It must have. Matt, are you crying? I bet you Matt right now is in the bathtub, crawled up in the fetal position.
With an
Huh?
open beer in his hand, too.
With an open beer in his hand. Huh?
I wish I
What,
had an
Beth?
open beer in my hands.
Beth just said, "Poor old Matt. He's probably got a pillow over his head after that." Well, no, they were not able to hear me sing, Beth, so they're fine. Beth was like, "I need to give it up." I was singing loud, y'all. I mean, loud in the back. I sounded like what, Beth? No, I didn't, Beth. Well, listen, I'm out of tune. I was off key. How do you know? You can't even hear me. Beth, stifle yourself. I'm in a session. Beth, you sound like a howling dog. Oh, I was having a good time. Hey, it's too early for me, y'all. I'm telling you, Rick said, Bobby, what are you doing rolling out of bed this early, man? So I had, what's that big word I always try to say and I can't say? I had an epiphany, or however you pronounce that word. So my epiphany was, oh, here comes Rick. There's Rick, the man. I like when I can see Rick. I can gauge his reaction. I can tell whether I'm getting boring or if everything's excited from looking at Rick's facial expressions. So you think Rick wasn't tapping his toe and singing that song? Huh? God, that's good lyrics, y'all. The lyrics of songs is really what makes it. I mean, the tunes are fine, but a lipstick letter across the mirror this morning. That is good stuff. All right, so my epiphany last night was this. Hey, Bobby, little Bobby Genius. Bobby Genius, you need positive deltas in your account. Let's go to our rates and ratios from yesterday. All right, so Bobby Genius needs positive deltas, and we did I did some things yesterday to get me some, but I even woke up this morning and I was negative 300 and something deltas. So I thought to myself, how do you get positive deltas into account? I paid $25 for this, so let's use this thing. Well, there's three ways, right? How do you get positive deltas? Well, number one, you can open new trades, right? Positive delta trades. You can close negative. Oh man, think about it. Close negative delta trades, right? So if I close a negative delta trade, that give me positive deltas. So that's two ways you can do it, right? So then I started thinking, well, how do you do that? So you can open new positive delta trades, close negative delta trades. Okay, so how do you do that? What kind of trades? Well, number one, you can use options. Boom, 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 boom. That's why you are here, right? We trade options. The other thing that I've showed you how to do is you can trade futures. So say that you are positive 50 beta weighted deltas. All you got to do is sell a micro ES future. One of those is 50 deltas. So if you sell one contract, well, hold a minute. We need positive deltas, right? So if we need positive deltas, you need positive, you could buy one contract. And you could be totally delta neutral. Now, the problem with futures is it does give you the delta, but it lacks one thing, right? No theta. And we do like theta. All right. Then I forgot about the third one. The third one is stocks or ETFs. You can add stocks or ETFs that are positively correlated to the market. Now, of course, they have no theta as well, right? But they also have no vega. But they do have deltas. right? So futures have no vega either, no theta, but they do have delta. So we got a lot of different things, y'all, that you and I can do to make this. And I've been thinking over the last couple of weeks, how do I get a little bit of AIM into this portfolio that I've been trading? And it came to me last night. I was like, Bobby, you idiot. You've been thinking about putting maybe 90% into this. No, no, no. Hey, let's start small, baby. Let's go 50%. We've got enough buying power to do 50% and still do all of our options. So here's what Bobby Genius did this morning. And I delete that. So Bobby Genius comes in, and Bobby Genius adds positions in ETF. So instead of me being negative 300 deltas right now, I am, what are we? Negative 100 and something, I think. We're negative 164. Well, how happened? Bobby Genius bought a little bit of our stuff that I have in the other account. Not 75%, not 80%, not 90% of the portfolio. But I said, what if we put about 50% into this? And the cool thing is, it still gives me options, dang it. I'm afraid to undo this because, you know, y'all remember. Hey, Abby, will you bring me my phone, baby? So I can tell what my buying power is and all that. So the whole deal, though, let's see, buying power effects now only 7,800. Wow, look at that. But anyway, this actually helped to have positive deltas. So I went into the AIM, or what I'm calling the BAME, which is my take on AIM, and I bought shares. So now I got some of that in there. So now we've got everything going, right? We got the Black Swan hedge, we got the diagonals, we got the calendars, we got what else we got? We got all kind of stuff. And then what I did is I took my BAME trades. Thank you, baby doll. Took my BAME trades and I added them into BAME, Bobby Automatic Investment, whatever the M stands for. So here's my BAME stuff that gave me 105 positive deltas. Isn't that cool? No theta, no vega, and I'll be danged if I ain't up $81 on the day on that. And I just put them in. I mean, just minutes before we came on. So those are there. So we got everything working quite nicely now. Now I'm satisfied. Now I feel happy because keep in mind, I'm a tweaker. I will tweak. I will pivot. And kid, that book that I was reading, right? What is it? Reminiscences of a stock operator, whatever it is, that book I'm reading. What's the name of it? Reminiscences of a stock operator. So I was reading it last night. I posted one thing in our little discussion in Discord, but the dude in the book, he's writing about this one trader that he knew, and he was fearless, right? He made $2 million in a summer, and he was like, but that dude, he didn't say dude, he said he was not afraid to admit when he was wrong in a trade and to go the other direction. And I think that's one of the things that you and I sometimes have trouble with, right? We don't want to pivot. We don't want to kick out of our comfort zone a little bit. Why? Because, well, we're, old, we're set in our ways, blah, blah, blah. So pivoting's not a bad thing. And I love the way I pivoted, right? So now that I've pivoted in a way that I get some shares in here, I'm going to get me some dividend income. Praise the Lord Jesus. Hallelujah. When is that? Dividend on 5/28/21. And I think that's the little announcement date, right? That's not when it's actually paid. So, kind of cool. So that now we got all this working together, and look at the buying power effect on all these. So that was a positive buying power effect by putting those in. That's kind of the cool thing about it. So now I've got $7,000 used in buying power. That is so cool. So what's my available options buying power? Let's just see what that is. My available options buying power. Recognize my face, phone. I hate the phone. Let's see. So it says here that I have available $10,478 available for me to trade in options. And that's enough for us to do what we've got to do. What do we got to do? We got to adjust our little deltas, right? We got to keep our theta pumping, keep our vega neutralized to a little bit positive or a little bit negative. We just don't want to, we want to neutralize the effects of that. So I'm really proud that we were able to add, the stock ETF component in along with all of our wonderful little stuff. So really, really proud about that. All right, let's go and look before I lose connection. I'll close this out. Let's look how the AIM portfolio is doing. It's doing really well, right? This one just goes up $100 to $300. It seems like every single day. It's up $5,362. What did we say that was? Like 14% since we started. It's just an incredible little deal. But while we've got it open, let's go ahead and let's do something on it real quick. Like UCO, there's all my stuff. Wow, how do I have that much option buying power? I only had 1,000 something yesterday. What happened? What happened? I don't know what happened, but let's do our adjustment. So deltas are negative 73 on this. Vega is very controlled. Theta is there. What have I been doing every day? Every day I'm going to put on a broken wing butterfly. Now, Ken, this will be good for you, right? To see if we can find, you said you hadn't been finding premium. Yesterday, I know you were on a phone call during our session, but I had trouble in one expiration. I couldn't find the strikes to make it work. So I had to move around a little bit. So let's see what we're going to do in SPX. So I want to neutralize this a little bit. So we're going to go to about, we'll do a put broken wing butterfly. So we're negative 73 now. Let's go trade SPX. Trade it, boys. And I like seeing where I have my positions at. All right. And I think this is the position. This is the one. Is this the one yesterday, or this the one we couldn't find to make it work? It's probably this one, I guess. So let's see if we can put one in this 19 days. So we got them all in here. We got one expiring Friday. So let's go to June 14th, 19 days out. Why June 14th? No, I don't know. That's the one I hadn't got one in, right? So let's do a long put butterfly. Go. And I like that you can put these orders in so easily and move the strikes so easily in this little program. So we normally go down to where we get probability of being in the money on the short strike. I normally go to about 30%. Bobby, why do you go 30%? Because that's what I was taught at Tasty Trade. Now, can I change that up? Yeah, if I want more positive deltas, I can get it closer to the money, right? But Rome wasn't built in a day. We don't have to get our account all together. Look at this. Let's see, that's 5 wide there. But 15 wide there. So I don't want to do that. So this is another one of those expirations. I'm finding it hard to find my little 5 wide strikes. I'd have to go up here, and I don't want to do that. If I go down there, that's 10 wide, 10 wide. There's 5. But see, then I don't have my 10 wide there. Why are y'all messing with me? Stupid. That's why I don't have one in this expiration. I can promise you. Look at this. Because I couldn't find my strikes. So let's clear everything. Doesn't look like we'll go there. Can we go to, I don't like AM expirations. That's why I didn't go there. Let's go 23 days out. 23 days out, little Bob. Let's see if we can find our good strikes here. Because I'm looking for a 5 wide on the upside, a 10 wide on the downside. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, July. All right, here we go. So getting that around the 30, let's see, that's 10 wide, and that's 20 wide. Gosh, we don't want to do that. Let's move our strikes up a bit. Let's go 41.25. That's 5. Okay, I have to move this up. Let's see, move it there. Now, that looks butterfly-ish now, right? Because it doesn't look broken, but actually this is broken, y'all, because it's 5 wide here, right? 5 wide here, 10 wide there, bringing in $1. I like it, and it's going to give me 0.84 SPX deltas, which should be about 8.4 regular deltas. Let's see if that should go to about what, 69, negative 69 if we get filled here. Let's get filled at something. We won't get filled. Let's try 95. Let's get filled. Just fill me, Seymour. There we go. What did I say? Negative 69. There we are. So everybody understands why I put that particular trade on, right? We got negative deltas. We don't mind that, but we're going to neutralize it each and every day. Our Vegas are still very controlled, and that increased our theta. So we're up 332 on that account. Dang it, I hadn't been able to play because we've been down so many times. I need to play me some. Hold on a second. Where's my dang music at? I ain't got, well, since that account's up and has been up.
Well, we're moving on now. We're moving on up to the side. To a deluxe apartment in the sky.
Now let's get back to the non-foolish stuff, which is recording our stuff, because I figure I'm gonna have to play my boop boop here in a little bit. All right, here we go. So today is 5/26 in the year of our Lord 2021. What is our account? It was down just a itty bitty bit a while ago. Let's see what we're at now. It is at positions. We are at 51. 197, 197.91. So we're down just a little bit. That's fine. Let's go where loser horn. $102 from yesterday. But I feel good, y'all. I feel really, really good. We're in a good spot. All right. Now, what are we going to do today in order to make this right? Well, the good thing is the other day when I was on the verge, sitting on the toilet, having all kind of thoughts coming to my head, I closed out all of my micros. I closed them all at a profit, which was kind of cool. So let's go look at my micros. They were all profitable, baby. The ones I closed. I took me some profits. And now I have a luxury, and my luxury is I can go in and sell my micros. Because we saw what Tom's doing with his micros. He's doing 2 a day, and he's got humongous vacation houses. Didn't even ask us to go. Now I see how you're going to be. So it recommends a 10 delta. So I can definitely do this. And now I've got the buying power to do. What was that? The crap was that? Oh, Fast Market Live. So let's go to our trade tab. We're looking really good. We need positive deltas. Let's get them, baby. Oh, I'm so happy today. So happy together. All right, so where we're going to go? We're going to go closest to 60 without going over. Bobby, I thought you got rid of all of them. Remember, this is other stuff, other type trades we got, right? What is this? What's my position here? That's a black swan hedge starting in it. Yeah, that's part of looks like that must be part of a diagonal black swan hedge. All right, so let's go to 51 days out. 51. And we're going to sell a 10 delta and get us some positive deltas. There's the 10 right there. So we'll 36.50. Let me copy it. 36.50. We ain't going to be greedy. We're just going to take it in. Takes $352 in buying power. Still gives us $10,000 to do everything we need to do. We are beautiful. And I think we got feel. Yep, 1675. 1 day's out. Let's put her in. Oh, everybody got the memo that we might go like for 20 minutes tonight, if that's okay with everybody. Matt, what time you put the kids down? If Matt, where did Matt go? Oh, we lost Matt. I swear he was here a while ago. Anybody got a special time or anything? We'll try to maybe do it maybe 7 or so, just to kind of.
That's good for me.
Yeah, if we did 7 p.m. And like I say, I figure we'll only go about 20 minutes because I want to show y'all, I think if I just feed this to you in bits and pieces to where you pick up just a little bit of what is said about why the black swan hedge is better than just buying puts. Because that's what the rest of the world does, y'all. The rest of the world just buys puts. So why aren't we just doing that? Why are we doing the black swan hedge? So I think we'll answer some of those questions for you tonight. And again, we don't put that on our public little Facebook or public little YouTube. So, all right, so we did the 10 delta. What was it, 51 days? Field at 51 days. 26.21. And we got fill for 16.75. Beautiful. All right. So that's good. So now let's go look at our delta. Delta, dawn. What's that? All right. So now we're at negative 155. All right. I didn't even enter those into our spreadsheet though, did I? Rick, you're supposed to tell me, Bobby, you didn't do the spreadsheet stuff. We did our net lick. So let's do, now we're, can't even remember what it was. Negative 154.81. Negative 154.81. And our theta is 177.71. 177.71. Vega is 67.91. Nice. And y'all, the big thing is we can create any trade we want to. And you can go to the Analyze tab and see what any trade will do to your portfolio. It's actually a beautiful, beautiful thing. Buying power used. You know, I may have to start changing this to actually buying power available. And I've done this a couple of times. I'll switch between, am I using buying power used or buying power, simply because I think now that we've got all this stuff and we've got those diagonals in it, doesn't count. This is not really right. So it says we're using 8,000. Well, if that's the case in the $50,000 account, you would think that we have what, $42,000 of available buying power, but we don't. We just don't. We got 10,000. So I need to fix that. 8214. 8214. So that's not technically correct, right? We're using way more buying power than that would indicate, because that says, hey man, you're just using 16%. So technically, I need to flip these. I need to start not putting this one in and change the formula so that I enter this one and then this one's automatically calculated. Hey, do y'all have to use a hair dryer while I'm in class? Hey, Beth, do y'all have to use that while I'm in class? What does that say? QE. So now it says I need positive 78. The world doesn't revolve around me, Beth, but I'm in a session, hon. Sweetie. All right. She's getting that a little out of control in the background. All right, now what are we doing? So now we still need positive 78, right? Rome wasn't built in a day. We don't have to do it in a day. But another thing that you and I have been doing every day in this account is we like to put in our broken wing butterfly. So now we're in the point of we're adding trades. Get our theta up. So we want positive delta. So I'm going to ixnay the AM settlement. So we got them in 26. Got them all over the place. Look at this, y'all. This is awesome. So let's go out 28 days. Let's put one in here. See if we can. It's not nearly as easy in Thinkorswim. So we'll go down to about 30% probability in the money. That's the ones we're going to sell. Let me see. Let me look at my strikes before I spend so much time here. Unbelievable. 5-point strikes. There's a 5-point and a 10. But that's a 27% probability in the money. So we could get it there. We get less of a credit. Where's the closest I could squeeze in? We could squeeze in here. Why don't we try that? 41.25, 41.20, 41.10. So keep in mind, I want the front spread to be 5 point wide, and then we'll break it by this being 10 points wide. That's where we'll go. So let's sell the 41.20, 2 of them. We're going to buy the 41.25. Got to code your control key down and hit the ask. All right. Then we're going to go and buy the one that's 10 points below our short. So our short's the 41.20. So now we'll buy the 41.10. So we should get over $1 for this one, right? Because we moved it up. Well, $1.10. Let's see what we can get filled on. Everything look right. Yeah, things look right. Let's send it. Come on, baby, fill me. I'll go all the way down to 75 cents if we have to. Hopefully don't have to. Let's move it around a bit. Cancel and replace. Cancel and replace. What if we go to 90 cents? I'd still be happy with that. Jack, squat, crap, nothing. Ken, this might have been the problem you were talking about. Let's see if we get filled. There we go. We're filled. Yeah. I guess we got filled at 90. So let's go enter it into our spreadsheet. We're 28 days out. Copy, copy, copy. Because I'm still not convinced I've got all of them in my spreadsheet. Oh, this was an interesting thing. When I closed out all my macros the other day in a temporary rage of insanity, I realized I didn't even have them all entered into my spreadsheet. So that was a good little lesson for me. So I'm gonna go to credit spreads, SPX. What was that? We're going to Chinese today, y'all. That's why Beth's so spunky today. She loves Chinese. So we got filled on the 41.25, 41.20, 41.10 put side because we wanted positive deltas. All right, so my short strike is the 41.20. And current probability expiring in the month. So here's my short strike that I put in here. Paste. Why aren't you populating, little joker? What's wrong with you? And then I'll go get my entire spread. Change this to butterfly. Butterfly. And butterfly, free to fly. So, and I'll right click here. We'll go paste that. Boy, y'all are quiet today. I'm worried about you. What, Beth? She says I'm extra loud. See what I'm saying? She just moves today. And the problem is my daughter Abby is downstairs too. So she's best trying to show out.
It's a full moon, Bobby.
It's a full moon?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. They're saying it's a full moon, Beth.
That's your problem. You can go home with them tonight.
She said I can go home with y'all tonight. Okay, Beth. Wait a minute. No. I don't need to change that. What am I doing, y'all?
What?
The 41.20 is the, yeah, I think that's right. 41.20, 41.10. Who knows if that's right. All right, so let's go chase this. She's throwing me off my game, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know y'all are the same way. So what did our delta on that? We moved it up to about 34, 35 delta. That was 28 days to expiration. Yep.
In matters like this, Bobby, I'm going to stay in the tornado shelter.
Yeah, I think that's smart. All my friends know that Beth is to be feared. I mean, they're like, Bobby, can you go somewhere? I'm like, you know who I got to chat with? And they're like, oh, yeah. 28 days to expiration. Have I not entered a broken wing butterfly all this 21, 5, 20, 6, 21? And we entered that for, says we got filled for 95 cents on it. Awesome. Price was 95. So we got a credit of 95 would be $90.84. Beautiful. All right. Now let's go categorize it. Because this is another thing I've been forgetting to do. So we'll go grab it. We'll see that we are got to go back to our groups. And Ken, you showed that thing about grouping in Tasty Works. Yeah.
Yeah,
So does that work pretty good?
it works. Well, I have this bug. I keep forgetting to write them. Is that sometimes when I click on my positions in that icon when it's closed, they
Mhm.
disappear, and then I got to go click on something to get them back going. But when you go to the options chain, it pops them up and populates uh, your positions in what their computer seems to think that is a logical grouping. And so far, it's worked great.
Okay, good. Because yeah,
Butterflies show up, condors show up, and spreads show up.
I got to play with that more because I'm getting more and more options in that other account, and I got to be able to make sure I know, hey, what's profitable, what's not profitable, and that's what
Well,
grouping helps me to do. So
well,
let's.
that's what they did with Tastyworks. Is that the point is to help people keep track of their rolls, because you can roll yourself into a loss real easy and over and over again. And so by sticking with that groups, you'll know along that thread if you have to roll a trade, it'll make sure it'll let you know if you're just in the green, in the black, or the red.
Yeah.
It works out. It's a pretty good feature, and it was just accidental that I discovered that it grouped, because I have the web version of Tastyworks open simply for that reason, that I can group my trades, and that makes it easier for doing closing orders.
Talking about glitches in programs, I have drawn the big green monster in all of those underlines that I'm trading in BAME or AIM, whatever you want to call it. And two of them were gone today. I drew them in UPRO and the big green monster was gone. So I had to draw that again today. And also in one of the other underlines. And I'm like, why would that just disappear? You know?
I have a toss question. Maybe you can answer it.
Yeah.
When I put on, I use Andrews pitchforks extensively, and when I put them on a chart, when I open up a second, say on SPX, and I open up a second chart of SPX, those drawings are on the second chart, and I want to chart with the Andrews pitchforks, and I want to chart without them. Is there a way to have separate charts of the same issue without the same stuff on it? Because it can get really busy in a chart, and then busy charts are useless.
Yeah, I think that there is now.
That
How
might
to
be a
go about?
question for them.
Yeah, I think probably a question for them. How to go about doing it? And I've noticed that too. On some of mine, it's there, but on some of mine, it's not. That those drawings are not there. So I'm not sure. What actually goes into that. Making that happen or not.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, email.
yeah, email,
Email
right?
works.
Or
Email
call.
works good. Yeah.
All right, so let's look at this one, y'all. We've got one that's expiring in 7 days that's giving me negative deltas. That looks like I could close it, for a little profit or maybe, a scratch to get me a little. And so this is what we're looking for, right? This is why I group them. I go in and I say, is there something that I can close that will get me more delta neutral? And if possible, I'd like to close something without taking a loss if necessary, if I could book it for a profit. So there's 41.25, 42.20, 42.30. Let's find that one. That's on the call side. Let's see. With 7 days to go, that must be this one. 41, 42.20. Let's go over to the side. Just making adjustments, y'all. That's it, isn't it? So we sold that for, or bought it, whatever you want to say. We brought in a credit of 79.45. So if I could close it for 79.45 or less, I would do that. So why don't we go? Let's just right click on this and close. Create closing order. Sell to Butterfly. at $1.50 debit, right? Well, that doesn't look like that would be that's a debit. We brought in 80, then no, we're not going to do that. I wonder why that was showing it was a profit or a break even. Let's see what else we got. Butterfly 22, butterfly 28. So this is what we do. We just go through these and see that one's down pretty big. The calendar was down big yesterday, down big today. It's getting me negative 92 deltas that I don't need. I don't know if I want to. I got how many days have I got left on that one? 21 and 51. Yeah, it's still early. Butterfly 29. Nope. Butterfly 31 gets me positive deltas, which we need. How's our gold trade doing today? Gold down $10. Yeah. The micros, what is this? BH3 micros. It's giving me positive delta. So that's a full BSH. All right, good. And that thing's overall positive, was that right? Yeah, 1825. All right, BSH1, I think that's just a -3. Yep, I hadn't bought the 5 yet, but I've got that working order up here. It's at 285. We're looking to fill it at 150. No need to do anything there. BSH2 micros. It's giving me negative deltas. It's down a bit. And is that one just, no, that's a fully formed one as well. Butterfly 23. Negative deltas. That one's down some. Butterfly 24. It's down a bit. And butterfly 25. So that's, do this every day. Go through, group them, see how they're doing. If there's anything you can close to make your adjustments. So I'm wondering, since I've already got BSH1, BSH2, BSH3, I wonder, I need positive deltas. Let's see what the market's doing again. The market is, it's up a bit, right? So check it out, y'all. Small range from 41.85 to 41.95. That's that 10-point range. How many times have we seen this? A 10-point range, very small range, going up, down. Then what happens? Last 30 minutes, all hell breaks loose. So we'll see what happens in the last 30 minutes. But I'm thinking about, even though it's an up day, it may be a pretty good day to start another Black Swan hedge. Normally we'll start them on down days, but what do I need in my account? I do need positive delta. Let's see how much buying power this will take. I only got 10,000 left, so I don't want to go nuts. So, and I might even want to do it in the micros, but I'm just going to look here first. So if we go out, we couldn't find strikes here before, right? Single. Let's see if we find these strikes today. Anything here? 2,100. They're not. That's $7. No, I can't find it there. 142 days out. I love longer dated options. But see, I can't find a $3 one there. Now we've got one 156 or so. 156. Let's see what that one has. 156. 100 wide here. See, and that's $10. Can't really find anything there. What about in my micros? Can we start another one in the micros? Come here, baby. We need positive deltas. $86. What do I see here? That ain't bad. That ain't bad. We could sell 3 of these at $4.25. Yeah, I'd rather have them at $3, but if we sold 3 of these, let's just check that out. Sell 3 of them. Boy, that price moved quick, didn't it? Sell 3 of those. 2, 3. 425. How much buying power does that take? $396. That ain't nothing. Leaves me with 9,300 in buying power. It gives me a little bit of positive deltas. Let's see what that does. And we'll call this BSH4. Do the micros. There we go. We're filled. All right, let's go look at it. So that's a great thing, right? I mean, you say normally you start BSHs on blah, blah, blah. But, you know, on a day when I need positive deltas, it's another good day to put something on. So let's go right click. We'll call this BSH4 macros. Move to group. BSH4 macros. BSH4 macros. Now let's see how much positive deltas that gave me. Hopefully a little bit. So 3 of them. There it is. Yeah, they gave us, you know, a little bit of delta, right? Not a lot. Gave us a little theta, a little negative vega. So let's see how our count is now overall. Geez, won't y'all do something about this? Why can you not have the overall, even when you got them grouped? I wish they would fix that. I hate having to switch between the two. Let's see how we're looking now. Because it may be the point that we're, you know, that we're okay. Negative 160. I mean, here's what I would say on the day. I started at negative 300. I was over negative 300 deltas. So I still got some negative deltas. Still could use some positive deltas. Don't see a lot that I want to trade, that I want to close. It's open now. Loving the theta, loving my positive vega. So I think that's kind of it. But I think the takeaway from today is this. I was able to accomplish something that doesn't take away from the rest of the stuff that we're doing. So what I was able to do is actually put on some of these ETF trades, you know, and we'll keep that, you know, about 50% of the account. And it still allows me to do everything else that we're doing. Why would I not do that? Why would I just sit there and go, hey, you know what we're going to do? We're going to leave $26,000 on the table in cash and we're not going to use it. Why do that? I think this is a great, great, great move that we made today by putting these things on, right? We open them up. Only one's considered a stock by them. The rest are ETFs. We actually bought them, 50% of the account or thereabouts. And it still allows you and me to go in and do everything every day. Like we sell our micro, we can do our broken wing butterfly every day. We can adjust our deltas, close existing trades, put on new trades to make sure that all of this levels out. And I think this might help us to get out of the chop that we're in. Where's the chop that we're in? Let me go find it. So much stuff, Bob. Buying power, opposing trade, distribution, decisions, variables, profit. Where's my profit and loss? There it is, profit chart. Here's the churn that we've been in, right? Going profitable, going to loss. Going profitable, going to loss. Profitable, loss. And here we are at a break-even point again. So I think adding those ETFs and putting some cash to work in another type strategy that we've been seeing doing really, really well is the way to go. Now, Rick had a question. So let's bring this to everybody. Yes, Rick, as we close it up here in our last few minutes, let's go to the Black Swan Hedge sheet. So, and again, I haven't built this for the micros yet. I got to figure out how to do this. But if you're doing them in ES and you're doing that diagonal entry, then what I would do is I would record my loan first and call it an initial loan put to begin the campaign. So when you buy the 5, right, you'll put ES plus 5. It's one tranche. Put your strike there, the day you enter it, and the price that you pay here. So then when you sell your 3, you'll enter that as a separate line Now, if you're doing the BS all together in one trade, then what I want you to do is, see if I can remember how to do this. You need to record it all on one line. Let me just show you what that looks like. So you would go ES. I say you would go /ES. Stupid, unbelievable spreadsheet. What kind of goober would put so many formulas in here that this thing would slow down so much? Hold on. And now. All right. So you would go /ES. Dang it. I
Don't
say
you need a
would,
period?
maybe /ES. Here we go. There we go. And then you would go number of contracts. You would go, let's see if I can remember how to do this. It's been so long. You would do -3 here. And that's one tranche. And say you did the 2050, enter it here, 5, 26, 21. Days to expiration, say it was 150. Then you would put in the price that you sold those for. So let's say we sold them for $3. Then that would show that you brought in a credit of $443.94. All right, now here's how you would do the loan then. Date loans bought. Okay, well, say you did the whole trade today. So you go 5, 26, 21. So your hedge was completed, right, in the same day. Loan put name, that's where you can right click, put your option name in this. What was the price of the loan? So say you bought that for $285. So your total debit for the loans was, oh God, it should, oh, wait a minute, I know why. When you do that, I think you take out -3 here, and I think you do negative. Hold on a second, it's been a while, y'all. Oh, I think I know why. This has got to say fully, see if this changes it, form BSH. I thought that would do it. Hold on. Days to complete hedge. If M3 equals A3 AN times variable C18. Oh my God, who would do that? Date of harvest, total harvest. Maybe it's because I don't have. All right, y'all, stop the tape. Well, not stop the tape. I'll keep it going. I've got to figure out what I did because that should actually be giving me that price there. And I'm thinking it, when I started out -3 here, if I fully formed it, I would go there. Now, the good thing is I still have this sheet in a different format where I fix that. So we'll make sure that it does. But I mean, worst case scenario, you're going to have to manually put the debit for those 3. But it's making me mad that that's not automatically. Let's keep going to the right, see if there's something else we forgot. Final P&L, exit days held, current debit, price, short put name, auto close, debit days held. Give me a second. I don't remember. There is something that is telling that this should be, and it's saying, give me 1 second. M3, what is M3? If M3 is blank, blank. If A3 is that, then take AN3. Well, what the crap is AN3? We're going to find it, aren't we? Tranches. Tranches is 1. See if that fixed it. Tranches is 1. Now, that did it. I don't remember ever having to do that. So that figured out what your debit was for the 5, right? If you bought the 285 there. Yeah. So then what do you do is the date that you harvest your shorts for 20 cents, you put the date of the harvest in, it'll keep up how many days to harvest, the price of the harvest and all this. And the good thing is then on the hedges page, it keeps up with all your hedges, right? It'll say you've got a completed Black Swan hedge. Then you've got 3 shorts that need to be matched with a loan. And it keeps up with all your little stats here, like how much credits you've got, how much you've paid in loans, and your total cost for the Black Swan hedge. But don't worry about that now. But I just wanted to show you how to, if you did one all together, how to do it. So start it here, do fully formed black swan hedge. Wait a minute. I think I still need to keep the -3 in there. Let's make sure that's right. Yep. So now that should say I've got like 900 in credits. Let's go back to the hedge page. By doing that, hedge page goes. Yeah. So we got 918 in credits. You've paid 721. So your cost for the BSH right now is a total credit of $196. That keeps up with it. All right, so let's go back to the BSH page and take that out because I actually don't have a BSH. Any questions on that, or did I make it more complicated than it need to be? Rick, I think you're square on yours though, right? On the question that you had on the black swan hedge. And on this, the verbiage of all of these is really, really important, right? You got to keep, you got to say exactly these words or it won't know. Short puts, fully formed BSH, after harvest loan puts, initial loan puts to begin the campaign. So just kind of remember that. And I think we'll all be good. All right, so we will tonight, let's plan on 7 o'clock, getting together for about 20 minutes, no more than 30, and go through just a couple more things on the black swan hedge. So I hope I ain't giving you too much to think about here. And other than that, we'll see y'all tonight.